Righto, folks. Talk to the champ, Josh, the Tank Jenkins. Talked all things boxing and just the discipline and the dedication of what it takes to be a champion and to get the Australian Super Middleweight Championship and what it means to have that belt around the waist. So this bloke is on the trajectory path on the way up. So listen up. Let's get into it. Righto, we're rolling.
Done.
Josh Jenkins, the gentleman.
Yeah, the tank now.
The Tank now.
Yes.
Just wanted to clarify on that.
Yeah.
And, just not that long ago, got into Blake Travers, mate,
Yeah.
to claim the Australian Super Middleweight Boxing title.
Pretty heavy.
Pretty heavy,
Yeah.
the experience of that. And, mate, just want to touch on first, man, just life, man, and
Yeah.
how that's going for your brother now, just,
Mate.
you know, with a family and just being up here on the coast and how that's all going for you.
It's pretty full on. 3 kids.
You got 3 now?
I've got 3 kids, man. I got Manai, who's 8, and then Honey Ray, she's 4. And I got my young son, Rocky.
Rocky. Yeah.
He's not recently turned 1. He's pretty full on, the little fella.
Yeah. Have you got him primed up? You got little gloves for him yet or what?
No, I don't know what he'd know what to do with them. He'd probably just eat them.
So what are these, you know? Yeah.
Chews on everything, bud.
Does he have a little spar with dad and stuff? Or?
Oh, he loves a good tickle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. But, yeah, and just want to talk about, mate, just with life in general and just with your family and just like juggling that with like training and boxing and
Yeah, so
and
they do cop a bit of the slack, I dare say. You go to work massive, like you're working in Sydney, man. Doesn't matter if you do 8 hours a day, it's 3 hours of travel taken out of your day, so it doesn't really leave much left.
Yeah,
Then you add training session into that, and then it's pretty minimal time.
Yeah, right.
So you do that, and then you take time off work. So you take 5 or 6 weeks off work to go training for a fight.
Yeah.
So you're training in the morning, you're resting during the day, then you're training in the afternoon, and then you eat, sleep, drink, boxing. You're sort of just there for looks in that time. So they do cop a fair bit of the slack. But lucky, my missus supports me a fair bit. She definitely has a say sometimes, but who wouldn't?
Yeah. But it, will keep you grounded and everything else. Like, especially now that you're the champ, Australian Super Middleweight champ.
That's right. She keeps me in line, man. I sort of have to take my hat off to her. And I'm like sleeping or resting, and she'll take the kids out for the day, and I'll come home, we'll be sparring or something. Come home pretty sore, and she'll take the kids out, let me rest. So I've got a good support. Which is always good. Coming home winning the Australian title after life just in general, man, after sort of what I've gone through, which is pretty epic, to come home, man, and give me little girl the Australian title to take to school was like, it's pretty cool, it's a mad thing.
And how's that feel, just being the Australian champ? Like, after the fight, when that belt got wrapped around you, like, how did it feel, brother?
After everything, it was probably my biggest accomplishment. Like, I remember at the start of the year, the fight was G'd up and I got injured, I got crook, and the fight got pushed back. And like, I was so heartbroken. And then just to like hurt me hand and go through training was like, to just see that reward at the end, man, was pretty touching, like something I've really worked hard, and hopefully it's just the start of something big. Hopefully I've got something big and green around my belt with the WBC, Mate, who knows?
That's what I want to see, man.
So dropping down a weight class to middleweight now, I've tried to keep as much weight as I could on this 4 weeks off, so I haven't really blown out too much and training again now. Start really concentrating, getting these kegs off and start switching right on. Now my hand's healed, which is job's on, bud.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah.
So you're looking at like 76 kilos.
72 now.
So it's 72 now.
Yeah.
So what's your walk around weight at?
So I'm only about 82 now.
Yep.
So which is I haven't at all taken care of my diet, if I was going to be too honest about it.
Yeah.
But haven't really taken that long off. So I've kept a couple of runs up a week and kept some last week. I've started punching again. My hand still hurts a touch, but I'm going to push through and keep going. And now just really start switching on. And I was fighting at 76 kilos. And as I was saying, they're all massive. I'm sort of fighting in a weight I shouldn't be fighting in. I'm slack with my diet, my whole prep. And I don't mean I'm going out eating KFC, but I'm eating a large portion of meal. Like, if I'm not full, I'll eat more chicken or more rice. And, like, you know, it's time to start really switching on, being professional and chasing the dream.
That's it, brother.
Yeah.
And so how do you reckon it'll be getting, like, just the weight cut to get down? Say, if you're walking around 82, getting down to 72, is it, like, sort of where do you start? If you've got, like, a, say, 6 to 8 week fight camp, so you sort of starting a little bit before you get into camp and then go pretty hardcore, or?
So yeah, I am, man. So instead of, like, blowing right out, I just sort of keep a little bit subconscious about me diet. And now I'll just stay on diet for the whole 8 weeks for the fight, and I'll be pretty easy making middleweight, man. Like, I make super middle pretty well.
Yep.
So I'll be making middleweight, no dramas.
Yeah. And diet, what sort of, is there any specific thing, or it's just like lean meats? And
like, I just believe if you can eat it or pick it, or if you can, like, if it's an animal, you can kill it or pick it, it's good. You know what I mean? No packet stuff. No, it's not really anything like a fad diet or nothing.
I like that look on it. I've never heard that before, but... So,
and then just a bit small portions, you know, like try and lay off the carbs. You know, if you're
carbs,
eating something...
man.
I have carbs every meal, right? Every meal I have carbs, but, like, I'm not going to go and have a massive big bowl of pasta at 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's no rocket science to it. It's no, like, eat half an avocado, it's just rice, chicken, a little bit of meat, you know, nothing too crazy. Heaps of water.
Yeah. And how do you balance that? Like, with a lot of the water, you know how some people get into water loading and all that sort of stuff.
No,
so
I've never done the water loading.
Yeah,
One of the boys at the gym do it.
Yeah.
He swears by it, but I just do it all diet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had one written out. I'm not going to lie, I'm no genius with it, so...
But if it works and works for you and you're getting down to that weight, and the main thing is if you're feeling healthy, and especially if you're going into camp, which, you know, they can get pretty intense,
They do, yeah. So I just went and seen someone. I had a dude at the gym that was boxing. His missus was a nutritionist or whatever her label is. And I just went and seen her, man. So I just follow. And she said, like, what do you like eating? And I pretty much said, whatever you put there, I don't want to eat anyway. So just tell me what I have to eat and I'm going to eat it. Because I'm going to be wanting a chicken burger instead of having rice and chicken, aren't you? Like,
so when you're seeing those options, it's like, don't put that out in front of me.
So just tell me what I have to eat, I'll eat it. You know, that's what I can do.
That's awesome, man. So going back, so and if we're looking at the start and talking about another super middleweight, when you're talking about Mark Ruggiero, and where it started for you, back in that gym, back in the shed,
back in the chop shed,
Like, I remember training a little bit back then, and she gets hot and sweaty in that place, mate.
I think that's where it all did all start. I think it's pretty crazy to think back in those times. Like, I was just this real little kid, probably weighing 50 kilos, dripping wet, man.
Because how old were you when you started wrapping up the gloves, mate?
I was 11. Mark Ruggiero was fighting Anthony Mundine at the time for the Australian Super Middleweight title at Gosford. I I wasn't boxing, and Dad was like, "You're not boxing, you're not getting punched in the head." And Mum was like, "You're not taking him up." Like, being parents as they are, I'm pretty sure. And then I just fell in love with it.
Yeah.
Love the training, love the dedication.
Yeah.
Yeah, and sort of stuck with it until after the Olympic Games trials in 2008 for Beijing. And sort of after that, I stopped boxing for a while. Took sort of a bad path, partying, drinking, taking drugs, and next thing you know, I'm sitting in a jail cell. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But man, sometimes life just goes in those directions. Like, but the good thing is where you've gone through that path and tested those waters, and
that's right.
And then come out on top and putting the dedication in, and that's what I find and love about combat sports, and even if it's for young people or older people, just the whole discipline factor of it, and where it can get the mindset into, and where that can help in general life.
It can, mate. It really can, because it doesn't matter what you do in life, you got to work hard for it. I just think hard work pays off, and I think going through some tough times in people's life is a good thing, and it builds the character you turn into.
Yeah. So do you still get involved with Mark Pajero?
No, I don't anymore. I'm up with a trainer called Rob Fogarty.
Yep.
In Newcastle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I really bond with the guy. He's a top person, man. I've had 2 fights with him now. First fight was the New South Wales title, and the second fight was the Australian title, so I feel like I'm in the right hands.
That's awesome. Yeah. So he's like your main corner man and trainer?
Yep, he's my promoter, matchmaker, he's everything. So.
Yeah, right. So who's your team? Like, how many?
So I've got Rob Fogarty, so he does the training with his brother Rich helps out. They're pretty much my fight team. They do handle everything, and then obviously got all the sponsors that help me out, which everyone pays their part. You couldn't do it without your sponsors, you take a lot of time off work, so they help cover your wages and whatnot. And of course, you've got my family. They're a massive part of the team. Mum and dad, everyone pays their little part, man.
Yeah. Well, that's really solid, having that family situation which can help out, and especially if you're doing a camp for 6 to 8 weeks and you've got a family to support, and the importance of that. You're supporting them and they're supporting you, and having these sponsors on board, which really can sort of take that edge off a little bit, where you don't have to worry so much about that financial situation, and the focus is on I'm about to lace up for the Australian Super Middleweight Championship,
Yeah, it does help.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mate, and taking on this bloke, Southpaw, and he's tall.
Real tall.
6'2", yeah?
Yeah.
6'2". Like, what was the preparation like for the fight going into it?
Do you know the whole prep? Never sparred Southpaw and never sparred a tall dude. And my trainer said, this fight, your whole game plan is to outwork this guy. I'm a lot shorter than him, so if I sat on the outside and boxed how I like to box, which is on the outside, pick me punches, blah, blah, I probably wouldn't have went my way. So he said the whole time we just need to get in there, work rate, overwhelm this guy and win.
Yeah.
Which is what we've done. And
so it was getting right up in the pocket, and just trying to...
Well, he was a lot taller than me, as you know, so I couldn't stay... I wanted to stay at my length, my distance, instead of... I couldn't sit on the outside, which I wanted to do.
Did he have much... he's 6'2", so did he have a fair bit of reach on him?
He did have a fair bit of... He's awkward as... Then
awkward style, yeah?
Oh, real awkward, man. And Rob goes, this is not going to look pretty.
Yeah.
And styles make fights.
100%. So was he trying to go jabs first?
He was a real lanky, sort of hook. Every time I try to come in and sort of throw this big lanky hook and catch me all the time, over my left hand.
So was he going lead hand hook?
Lead right hand hook and just sort of ducking that way. Hit me with a couple of real long range uppercuts.
Yeah.
So he's real
So was that just a bit of sort of circle out to the right and
Yeah,
get into the
so
pocket?
as a southpaw orthodox fighter, you always try and stay away from their power hand. So if he
Yeah.
moves to that way, then I sort of have to. I can't really throw my right hand because he's
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah.
So he's always hooking off, trying to stay. It was
Yeah.
good, man. It was
You got
good.
some solid punches on him, like from what I've seen. Like you got a few solid rights on him.
Yeah.
So
I
that
couldn't,
were they like? Did you get a few overhand rights, sort of?
Nah, I sort of didn't really get to plant, like stand my ground and plant
Yeah.
any good punches.
Because it's like when you get that punch in, that the effect that it
And I
takes.
sort of backed my right hand, probably not as much as I should. I really wanted to sit and plant one on him. It was all awkward and
What his head movement and all that sort of stuff, or just like his body movements.
Just it didn't suit my style.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
Got the win, mate. That's a, you know.
Got
what
the
I mean?
win.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
Yeah.
But was it feeling him out in the first round, or
First round.
just take us through the
Yeah.
if
So
you can, like as good as you can through the
whole
right
prep,
rounds.
as I said, I had a buckled hand for the whole. So even at training.
Yeah, go from the fight camp, brother, and go from
Right, so the fight, I had a dislocated finger and I couldn't bend it. It was sort of stuck straight and went to training and then tried to spar. And I was like, I think my hand's broken. Like, so pulled the glove off, got about 30 seconds into the round. I was going,
it's done.
Jumped out and Rob's like, you got to go get an x-ray, go see if this thing's broken, and then we'll go from there. And then I rang him. I said, I don't think I'm going to go get it x-rayed. And he goes, well, you got two options. You can either grit your teeth, keep punching, let's work and let's win this Australian title, or I can pull the fight.
But it's like, when are you going to get that chance again if you pull out,
well, that's it, man. I'm like, I'm going to just grit my teeth. I'm going to go in and I'm going to fight. And he goes, we'll go see the doctor. And so I ended up seeing a doctor and a hand specialist, and they just said, like, you're not going to fix your hand in time to fight. So sparring through the whole time, sort of trying to nurse his left hand and always in the back of your mind punching, and just had to grit my teeth, man, and knuckle through and work through this training prep. And the first round into the fight was in the back of my head about my left hand.
Yeah.
Not being able to close it and hurting it, and come back to the corner, and Rob's just like, this is the Australian title, man.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to have to just start letting that left hand go. And then from then on in, I started trying to break him down with the body, and then started closing the range and getting in there and trying to wrestle him a bit, you know?
Yeah, because I was going to say, he looks like he cuts a bit. Because I was looking like he looks pretty thin in the middle, so if you're getting at the body, that would have affected him a bit.
I'm not too sure what he come down from. I dare say it'd be a bit heavier because he weighed him with no undies on.
Yeah.
So he was pretty scrap for weight, I reckon.
Yeah.
But, he wasn't the cleanest fighter in the world. Ended up biting me ear through the fight, and so
What, he threw a Tyson in there?
he threw a Tyson in my ear.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So did you just get marks in there, or you took a chunk out of your ear?
Yeah,
or what?
no, it wasn't too bad. It was only a couple of like abrasions on top of my ear. It wasn't too bad. But
Did the ref pick up on it, or
I
what?
got pulled back to the corner, and the doctor said, "Yeah, there is a laceration on." Like, he couldn't because we were in the clinch. You couldn't see that he'd done it. You know.
That's
But
dirty,
as soon
bro.
as he done that, I knew. Like, if you're resorting to biting someone, I've got this fight, and I'm starting to frustrate him.
Yeah,
So-
and that's the thing too, and then that would have fired you up, yeah.
It was good, man. I knew. It was good. It was good, that part. I know it was bad, but it was sort of a good turn point for me.
Righto, so Jenkins Tank, tell us about your boxing style, mate, without giving away the trade secrets.
I'm sort of probably a counter puncher.
Yeah.
Counter puncher. I like fighting my fight.
Tell you what, personally, that's the style that I really like. You know, I like someone that gets in there and just has a crack, but that's sort of dangerous grounds too. You know,
Yeah.
That's when someone like you comes in, someone's swinging wild. You know, duck out and throw one on the chin
Counter
and
punch, yeah.
see you later. You know.
And I've got a big tank on me now, like fitness wise, so I sort of training with Rob's really makes you grind, man.
Yeah.
Like really grind. So it gives you a bit of confidence going in. Like I'm fit and ready to go.
Yeah.
And can adapt your style, and catch punch. You know what I mean? Make them miss, make them pay, Jake.
Yeah, that's it, mate. Plan and put them
Yeah.
down. But that's what I noticed when you said you got more in the tank. Like, you know, was it 2 years ago when you got the draw for the New South Wales State?
Oh, I thought Isaac Buckley got a draw.
Tough fight, yeah.
Oh, I hadn't fought for a few times.
Yeah.
And I was working for Titan Cranes at the great company, absolutely unreal. We're putting a crane up in Newcastle, and I was on the back of a semi-trailer and fell off the semi-trailer and rolled my ankle and ripped the tendon off in half.
Not off the bone. Like in
Yeah.
half.
Ripped it in half, but pretty much close to so I pretty much ripped it off the bone, and that was about 3.5 weeks before the fight. So done that, and then tore another tendon in there as well. Ligaments.
Yep.
And
So they're pretty bad too when you start
Yeah.
tearing ligaments, yeah.
so I needed ankle reconstruction, but I didn't want to pull out of the fight. So I fought anyway, which was pretty silly to do because I couldn't even road run.
Yeah.
Come out of the gym. Fought an incredibly fit guy,
Yeah.
Isaac Buckley, and what a bloke he is.
Yeah.
Absolute gentleman to talk to. So yeah, I got a real tough draw. I thought I won the fight, but it was pretty tough, that fight, man. So,
I could just see it too where, like with the footage that I've watched, where the difference where you look exhausted in that
yeah.
that fight for the New South Wales title back then. But
that wasn't for a title, it was just a fight.
oh, was
Yeah,
it just a straight up fight?
yeah.
Okay, sorry. But then, so from that fight compared to when you won the Australian Super Middleweight,
Yeah.
like you look like you could have went a
Yeah.
few more rounds.
Yeah, I felt
Like
that.
just what you got in the tank now.
Yeah, it's a heaps big difference, isn't it? Oh,
Big time. I could see it, like
Yeah.
just physically how you looked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
heaps better. A lot. I think it's just the way I train, different, manage your body. Had my ankle reconstructed after that. So
What did they have to do to reconstruct your ankle?
So it's like a half ligament reconstruction. So they drilled through the bone. I don't know what bone it was, and then pulled the ligament up and through the bone, and then sort of stitched it back onto itself, and then like cut soft tissue and added soft tissue there to sort of stabilise it a bit better.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's pretty full on. So that set me back a few months.
Yeah, right. But life goes on, and
Yep.
you know you just got to keep the eyes on the
it.
prize, and
100%.
that's it.
Yeah.
Keep these wheels going, mate.
Yeah.
And where do you draw like inspiration from? Like when it's got to do with boxing, if it's from, you know, boxers from the past, the present,
Yeah.
or the future. If it's Australian, international, like you know, when you're growing up, who were you looking up to?
When I was growing up, Denny Green was massive back then. So I drew a lot from him when I was growing up.
Yeah,
Back then, I suppose. And then, like, Manny Pacquiao was coming through. And Costa-Zoo, like, he was, like, royalty. I remember getting into a lift, just won the Australian title in Tassie, and Costa-Zoo hops in, flicking this, like, gold bangle around with all these boxing gloves, man. I, like, just sort of stood at him, like, just stared off, and, like, I was like, far out, man, that's Costa-Zoo. So I'd probably, biggest inspiration would probably be Costa-Zoo, I dare say.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can see his son's getting in the mix now.
He is.
What's his weight though?
He's one under me.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Because he's a bit bigger though too. He's bigger than Costa-Zoo, isn't he? Or
Yeah.
he looks taller than his dad.
He's a junior middle, 69.2 or 69.9, I think it is.
Yeah, because he's a pretty aggressive fighter too.
Yeah, be good to fight him one day too.
Yeah, that's it, mate.
Yeah.
Line him up. Got to keep
That's
those
it.
sights open.
Yes.
Yeah. So, what's the typical sort of week like for yourself, like where you're balancing work, family, and training? Sort of, how does all that split up?
Oh, mate. So I get up 4 o'clock and go to work early, go for a run or do some bag work or whatever, and then work all day, drive home from Sydney, spend probably 15 minutes with the fam, give him a kiss and a cuddle, and go to sleep and get ready to repeat pretty much every day, man.
Yeah, that's it. It's all about the grind, bro.
It
you
is,
know?
man. It's all about the sacrifice you make.
Yeah,
It fully is, man.
Man, that's a lot. You know,
That is a lot.
like you're putting in that. You know, traveling from the coast to Sydney, putting in all those hours, and then just trying to balance that family life and making those sacrifices and sweating it out in the gym, but you know, keeping those sights intact. Of
Keeping the eyes on the prize, bud, they reckon.
that's it, mate. We've got some names to knock off.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that in a minute. So, like we talked about eating and like sort of the specific ways, but you said you talked to a nutritionist and sort of lined up, you know, what you want to eat and all that sort of stuff. But you get into supplements and all that sort of gear as well. Good.
Yeah, no.
That's good, man.
Yeah, I don't...
Just taking in all that natural resource.
Yeah, that's what I reckon. You see a lot of people taking shakes, and I have thought about getting like isogenics or something, and then I just think like it's a supplement. I reckon the supplement is something that you supplement from your diet that you're not getting anyway.
Yeah.
Like, I just reckon it's mad to go just eat good food, man.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
You know, getting the nutrients from that.
Yeah, none, man. None.
And I know it can get tricky too with supplements. Like they get real stringent now, like with USADA and some of those other bodies with the supplements that you can and can't take. Because
I've tried it. I've tried to get involved with the. I used to take like some protein powder with some plain yogurt, and I don't even do that now.
Nah.
None, like, yeah.
But if you know if that works, and especially if you got the balance with, you know, that sort of food, and it feels like you're cutting weight right and all that sort of stuff. And talking about cutting weight, when you had that fight back with
Isaac Buckley.
That was it the day before?
Yeah.
You cut like 3 kegs in the sauna.
It probably wasn't the best weight cut I've ever had. I think I was like, I won't go into the numbers, but it was pretty heavy. I think it's a bit silly, I think, that weight cut.
Yeah, but you got to do what you got to do to get on the scales and
That's exactly
get
right.
a tick of approval. And let's move on, lace up and have a crack.
I come down from pretty heavy as well. Like, it wasn't like I was like 90-something kilo.
Were you?
Yeah, like from the start to the fight. Like I walked into the gym, I got a photo, I was pretty fat.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But like when you haven't, so going back to Blake Travers, like when you weigh in, and then what's it like eating and getting the water in after that? And do you put much more weight on after it?
Like if you struggle for the weight, you can put a lot of weight back on. Like, but I don't really put that much back on at Super Middle because I'm not really struggling that much.
Yeah.
You know, like I have struggled, but it's not through. It's only through poor management on myself.
Yeah. Well, that's it, because you see some of these big guys that cut the weight right down, and then, you know, and they're getting back into the food and getting the water back in, they blow right back up.
You hear some big stories of people putting some massive weight back on.
Yeah.
Like swaying in at 76 or something, they'll walk in the ring at 83 or 84 or something. You have some massive...
Do you feel that difference? Like if you're going against...
You do. You feel
just with the force?
Probably not the force. I reckon more the grappling side.
Clinching.
The clinching and the wrestling, like trying to pull your arm or something, or them throwing you around. I reckon that's when you feel it the most, or they lean on you. It's when you feel their weight.
Because they manipulate that too, yeah?
Look, if you got some big dude, no one wants to carry someone else, do they?
Nah.
Whether it's in the ring or not.
Because it's wearing you out too, 100%. And it's like,
100%.
just get off me, bro. I just
Takes
want
a
to
bit
throw
out
up
of
an
you,
uppercut,
mate.
you know? Lay you out.
Yeah.
Okay. Next fight for the tank.
Yep.
So is there anybody like because you're jumping down to this next weight class?
Yeah.
So is there anybody specific, or can you just jump straight into title contention for that weight class, or what's your thoughts and
Mate,
feelings
going
going
down the
for
middle.
this?
So, mate, I want the Australian title middle, Briggs.
Go for
I
it.
want it, man. And I don't think there's any reason why I can't be calling out Jeff Horn, or why can't I call it Michael Zarafa or someone, middleweight. I believe in myself. I want the fights. I want to start making an impression,
Do it, mate. I'm loving this confidence, brother.
Yeah.
Because if you're riding on that, like, with the title that you've got there, and if you can jump down the middle,
Yeah.
and and just your style, like how you get into it, you reckon you match up well with the
Mate,
Hornet from
I'd
Queensland?
give it the best shot I could. I'll give you the tip. Yeah, of course, I reckon.
Yeah,
Why not?
yeah. Because they still like,
He's great. He's a great fighter. I reckon he's a good fighter.
yeah.
So,
With the gloves too, like if it goes down to, say, middle, they're still using 10 ounce.
Same gloves all the way down to 66 kilo under that.
Yeah.
8 ounces.
8 ounces. Yeah. God, they'd feel it through
Oh,
that.
wouldn't
Especially
they?
with you, mate. Yeah.
Oh,
Big hook over the
I'm glad
top.
they're down there.
Yeah.
No, it's all right. You have to take it as well.
Yeah. So, like you were talking about Jeff Horn.
Yeah.
Like, are there any other sort of big dogs you want to
Well, Michael Zarafa.
call them out, man?
Yeah, Michael Zarafa's fighting Jeff Horn in Queensland.
Yeah.
I'd like to fight him too one day, Why not?
Yeah. Are they doing Suncorp or?
I think they're fighting down in Melbourne, if I remember rightly. Yeah. Which I think Michael Zarafa's from Melbourne. He's a pretty good young fighter as well.
So are they sort of the two top tier, like within the middleweight, sort of at the moment?
There's a couple
or?
other guys. There's like this Australian title fighter. He's a pretty strong guy. He's from like Indian background. But I dare say, they're pretty the two top, I reckon.
Yeah. So would you go straight for them, or you want to call out this
This is
other fella first, or?
This is my first fight at middle, so I'm not. I'll sit down and have a talk with my trainer.
Yeah.
See how we're going to go about it, and I can't wait, man. I'm pumped.
So timeline, you pumped.
End of August, we're looking.
End of August.
Yeah.
Strap up, lace up, into it.
So I started training Monday. Not in camp, just started getting the body moving and done some punching. It still hurts my hand a little bit, but
Slowly getting better.
yeah, it's time to get in there, I think.
Yeah. So it's just like when you're sparring, just taking a little bit easier with your hand?
I think I just got to build the muscles up around my wrist, and I think it'll be right, man. Yeah.
So what kind of stuff do you... Because I'm just thinking, going back to Costa Zoo,
Yeah.
some of the training methods he had, like where he'd be doing push-ups
Oh, and he's
on his knuckles
Yeah.
and where he'd be flexing his wrists out
Yeah.
and then flexing back up and then pushing back up. Or just the amount of strength in the
He's still
forearms.
strong. Do you follow him on Instagram?
No. I'll have to look him
mate.
up.
Yeah.
He's still gunning.
Oh, he's like doing calisthenics and yeah, he's a gun. He's a gun, mate.
Is he still rocking a rat's tail or what?
Yeah. He is, man. He is, yeah.
Nah, Costa, I love you. Rat's tail, mate.
Yeah, what a weapon, man.
Yeah, it's like Samson, you cut that thing off and it loses all his power. Nah, but just, seeing the training that guy used to go to, and that's it. That's what I love about boxing and just combat sports, just the discipline. And
It's good. It's mad.
yeah, and talking about that and like discipline and being up on the coast, what's the boxing scene like, mate? And because you've come through like boxing on the coast and being an inspiration for some of the young kids coming up through here. So what's it like up here in general? Because I know you got Jamie Pittman down the southern end of the coast, and you've got a few other boxing gyms and other combat sports stuff going on. So what's it generally like up here?
It's grown. So hasn't it grown? Like back when I was younger, I would have been like one of a couple of kids on the coast that would box, and now it's pretty popular. You got Mannix over. He's just won the junior New South Wales title. Absolute gentleman of a bloke. He's a good family. They're running the gym at Budgie Boy upstairs. Like, that's always packed.
Yeah, right.
Like,
That's
chock-a-block
been there
packed.
forever.
Man, there used to be like a slot car set up there. And now they're running that gym. Oh, like, it is chock-a-block packed.
Yep.
And then you got, like, people are running stuff out of Mark Ruggiero's gym still. Like,
Yeah, I wasn't too sure. Like, I know
Yeah.
the shed's there. I'm like wondering, are people still getting in there?
yes, I know.
Does he train up in there or what? Pajero got other
I don't
people?
know what he's doing with himself, to be honest. I think he just got married.
Yeah, right.
Congratulations. But, yes, and then you got, like, Petey down.
Oh, yeah.
He's Jamie Pittman's down at Gossard somewhere. Like, he's got a good little stable, and he's just become the future coach at the AIS, which is congratulations.
Yeah.
And like you got King Cumber, and then still you minor PCYC with Joel Keegan's down, well, top bloke he is.
Yeah, right.
He's down there. He's always packed, and like then you got awesome young girls coming out, and
Yeah,
even young
yeah.
ladies. Like,
It's awesome.
so yeah, it's great, man. It's come.
Shout out to the ladies
Yeah.
throwing on the leather and giving it a go.
Good on them, I reckon. You got like the Pebbles Warhammer, I think she's on Instagram. She's a gun.
From up here, yeah?
Yeah, she's down in your minor. And then you got Kate Scott and
Yeah.
got all these chicks that are just having a crack,
Yeah.
which is good.
Are they training with Pittman, are they? Or
They're training down at your minor PCYC.
yeah. Because I see him mix because I know he also trains with Central Coast MMA.
Yep.
Yeah, because the guy that runs that, Ross Pearson, because he
Yeah,
used to be
the
in
real
the
deal.
Yeah, the real deal.
Yeah.
Because he used to be in the UFC and then he retired
Yeah.
from MMA and now he's getting into boxing. So
Yeah. He fought in the last Tim Zoo undercard.
yeah, that's right. And he got a win. I didn't see it, but do you know if he went all right?
Oh,
Or?
I didn't watch the fight, but good on him, I reckon, having a go.
Yeah, yeah. What weight class is he at?
I don't know. No, I'm not too sure. I don't think, probably around 70. He fought at 75, didn't he?
He fought lightweight,
Which is?
70 kilos.
Oh, so he might be junior middle, 69.9.
Yeah, and then he fought at featherweight too,
Yeah.
which is around the 65 kilo mark.
They drop some big weight, don't they?
Crazy, man. Like, especially because you don't have all those classes like boxing.
Yeah.
And then because you've got, I'm pretty sure, when you're going from, say, feather 65 and then lightweight 70 and then welterweight 70, I think it's 79 or 78, 79, like George St. Pierre,
Yeah.
them guys. And then you've got middleweight, and some of those guys are monsters. Like that,
Yeah.
that's like 84 kilos. Like if you look at some of the blokes that Robert Whittaker's fought, like
Is
they'll,
that 84 kilos, though?
yeah,
Is that middleweight?
yeah.
That's massive.
Yeah, I know. But then the next step's like light heavyweight, and then that's like around the early 90 range,
Yeah,
and that's
right.
like John Jones.
Yeah.
And the guy, he must cut so much weight, man, to get down, because he's like
Yeah.
a 6'4" monster.
So light heavy's 90, and then what is it, 85?
Yeah, around that.
So
yeah. So what's that in?
Oh, that's like, so you got light heavy 79, and then it goes from 79 to 91, it's cruiser.
Yeah,
90 and a half.
yeah,
So that's probably their biggest. They sort of need one in the middle, I reckon.
yeah. They do, because it's good with boxing, like having all those different weight classes.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the weight cutting issue, because especially in like mixed martial arts, if you've got
Yeah.
these massive variances, because it makes a world of difference
Yeah.
when you got someone that's huge and cutting all this weight, and they take advantage of that, So,
Yeah.
but mate, so we're going to talk about some of these current champions.
Yep.
I know you've dropped down a weight, but if we're looking at the super middles, like I just want to know what
Yeah.
you think of these guys. If they're any good or if they're bums or what. So
Yeah.
if we're looking at the different sanction bodies, so if we're looking at, say, with the WBA, so we have Callum Smith.
Whoa. Weapon.
I think he's like, yeah, he's 26-0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a weapon.
Yeah.
He's Yoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he like? Because he's more of a. Is he a pressure fighter or?
I haven't watched too much of
Yeah,
him.
never
I just
have I.
follow him on Instagram, man.
Yeah.
Like, and he won that. I can't remember what he won. I think he won the Super Series, the Ali Trophy on that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beast, eh? So, you've heard of this name. Everybody's heard of this name. WBA from Mexico.
Yeah.
Mr. Alvarez, Mr. Canelo Alvarez.
Yeah. Someone I look up to. I've watched so many fights.
Yeah.
He's he's accomplished a fair bit, hasn't he?
Yeah, well, because he's dropped a lot of weight and gone up and down. Like, that's his story a bit, yeah?
Yeah.
Because he's fought like Mayweather,
yeah.
tiny, and then he's pumped up.
Yeah. Crazy, isn't it?
I know. But he looks pretty thick though, like it suits him.
Yeah, he's a pretty big body puncher too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, getting straight into the liver and the kidneys,
cracker,
mate. Yeah, he's got power.
He's had some couple of good fights with Triple G.
Yeah. I thought Triple G would have got over him. Like, because the first one was a draw.
Who do you think won?
I reckon Triple G.
Yeah, I reckon Triple G won the first one.
Yeah.
Canelo won the second.
Yeah. Easy.
Yes.
But where was that? Do you know if it was in Mexico or probably in the States? It would have been.
Yeah.
Because that's where they make the dollars, eh?
Yeah.
You know. So we're going to move on to the next one. WBC. Anthony Dirrell.
Yeah, I don't really know much about him.
Yep. Oh, skip him then.
Yeah,
he's all good. IBF. Caleb Plant. You know much about him?
Nah, I don't know much about him.
Nah. WBO. Billy Joe Saunders.
Ooh, southpaw, real
fast. Yeah.
Yeah, I like him, man. I reckon he's cool.
Yeah.
He trains with Tyson Fury.
Does he?
Yeah, he's mad. I reckon he's good.
Tyson Fury's like 6'9".
Yeah. Oh, he doesn't like spar, but
Oh,
same
right.
trainer.
Yeah.
Sure
Okay.
trainer.
Yeah.
They're always on the Instagram together.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Mugs, eh?
Yeah.
And man, you would have saw that fight against come on now. I'm lost.
Deontay Wilder.
Deontay Wilder.
How did he get up?
The bronze bomber. Man, he's intimidating when he comes in with his walkout, you know, with all that mask and everything that's going on.
I don't know how Tyson Fury got up. Yeah, and like, as Deontay was walking back to the corner, celebrating, doing all these dances, he gets up like, and he's just like, oh.
This dude just rose from the dead.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have got up because that hand, you know, it seems like it's not just you going to the hospital. Like, you know, he'd put someone in the grave with that sort of power. But he's got a weird style. It looks like he's
very awkward, isn't he?
Like he almost jumps into it, sort of thing. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
It is. He's come up from cruiserweight, I think.
Yeah. But did you see his last fight?
No.
I know. I forget the guy's name. But it lasted probably. I know it was first round, and there was a bit of a flurry from old mate on Deontay. And then Deontay just done the typical fashion, just throwing in that bomb. And, the guy didn't get up for a while. Scary stuff, man.
Yeah.
But...
heavyweight boxing.
Yeah, but what's frustrating, you know, like, if we're going to talk about the top three, like when we're talking about the heavyweights, we've got Wilder, we've got Fury, and we've got Joshua. Like, what happened there with Joshua trying to fight Wilder? You know, and then he ended up fighting Ruiz, and then it's like he's taken a backward step now.
I don't know. I reckon it's good that I felt like the whole heavyweight division was sort of controlled by Joshua, like in his team, like who they wanted to fight, when they wanted to fight, where they wanted to fight.
Yeah.
Now that he hasn't got it,
That's true.
It's like all open to can of worms, and people are like, you know.
Yeah. He's not the poster boy anymore, sort of thing.
It's sort of he dictated when he wanted to fight or who he fought, you know. So
That's
now
true.
he's lost it.
It's like after Klitschko, putting him out, he sort of holds the reins for a bit.
Why didn't he fight Wilder? Why didn't he fight Anthony Joshua?
I know.
Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury.
They're from the same country, man. How can they not?
I know.
You know?
It was like he was... I don't know the logic behind it, like how he thought he was fighting lesser fighters.
Yeah.
And good on Ruiz, because when you look at Joshua, he looks like his physique's like a superhero.
Yeah.
And then you got Ruiz, like, you know, where you're just thinking, man, they're just feeding this poor bloke to the wolves. And then he gets it over Joshua.
Yeah.
And
Massive upset.
First American-Mexican
Yeah. How
fighter
good's
to
that?
gain the title, you know. And he went from fighting for way less money,
Yeah.
and now, you know, getting that cash day and being able to look after the family.
Yeah.
Now he holds the cards.
Yeah. I think they're having a rematch, and like as soon as the fight was over, there must be a clause in their contract to say that we've got to fight in England or something. As soon as the fight was over, Eddie Hearn said, looking forward to the rematch in
Yeah.
the UK.
Is it? Yeah, because you got Eddie Hearn. Who's the other one? Bob Arum.
Yeah. Top rank.
Yeah.
Daniel Lewis just signed me.
Daniel Lewis.
Yeah. Do you know Daniel Lewis? He's like a young junior middle from Australia.
Yeah.
Went
yeah.
over and sparred Daniel Jacobs for the Canelo fight.
Yeah, right.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Good on him.
Well, they must be lining him up if he's gone over there to sign up. There must be something in the works.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, he's only just turned pro, so he's on his third. Like, he just had a win. So he was on his third fight now.
Yeah,
So it's a
right.
pretty big signage, really, isn't it?
Yeah, well, what? Like fight overseas or here or?
I think he's going to America to fight. He was not long meant to fight in America. Something happened. I'm not too sure. He fought on a showdown in Sydney.
Yeah,
Got the win.
yeah. So that's the goal, mate. Like, if we're looking at the trajectory of where the gentleman, the tank,
Yeah.
you know, he wants to knock off these big names
Yeah.
at middleweight, slot the title. So, in a perfect world, just give us, like, say you knock off, get the middleweight title for
Yeah.
Australia,
Yeah.
and maybe, you know, it might be a Jeff Horn. Like, what would it be? Or maybe if you're looking at the WBOs and the...
Well, I just want to be the best Josh Jenkins I can be in boxing as well. You know, I just want to go as far as I can, make a bit of a statement in Australian boxing. You know, try and make a bit of a, just to show people it doesn't matter how bad things are. You can always push through, work towards something and achieve. You know, always. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, just I stayed with Rob Fogarty for my whole career. He was great. Try and push on as hard as I can with him, man.
Yeah, because
Listening
can that
in.
be hard, like trying to find the right trainer and gelling
I reckon
with
it
the
can.
team? Like,
I've had a couple of different trainers, and I feel like this is where I feel at home with him. You know, I ring up and have a joke and have a laugh. Like, I feel like it's my friend.
yeah,
It doesn't piss in your pocket.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
good,
yeah.
You don't want someone like that.
yeah. Well, you want someone telling you, you know, if you're
Yeah.
not doing the right thing.
And if
To
you're not
sort of
going to, like, tell me if I'm wasting my time, let me know, like,
Yeah.
you know, which he would too, so.
Because you're still evolving, you're still getting better, like, just with, like, general training and the way that the evolution of Josh Jenkins.
The
and
evolution.
That's it,
Yeah.
mate. You know, getting that super middleweight.
Yeah.
But what other names you want to go for? So if you're looking at a Jeff Horn, but if you're going to go for some of these bigger
it's
titles,
there a
would
bit-
it be like, I want to go to maybe Singapore and do something big there, or if I want to
get a
jump
big
into
fight in
Vegas,
America.
straight to
Of course.
Vegas, brother?
Like, I want to try. Obviously, got a long way to go. You know, these are
Yeah.
all big dreams. But I just want to get a big title fight in America, or you know, look what Billy Aquaway's done. He's gone over sparred Canelo Alvarez. He's what a champion. You know, gone and then he got a fight with Jonathan Ryder.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, got stopped, but he had a massive opportunity as well, fighting for a big belt over there. You know, well, I can do that. Why can't I? You know, so
Yeah.
hopefully that's my dream. Yeah.
Yeah. See, and that's when we're talking off camera before,
Yeah.
and just about inspiration, like
Yeah.
you setting that mindset.
Yeah.
And talking about the boxing scene on the Central Coast, like you setting that path and showing that dedication,
Yeah.
that's what, if you were going to talk to, you know, some of the youngsters out there and the dedication and everything that they have to go through to get to sort of the mindset of a boxer, and because it's discipline. Is that where you sort of want to see it being an inspiration?
Oh, of course I do. But I think if you're any up and coming sportsman, I think people look on social media too much and see Anthony Joshua Mayweather and see, because they're a boxer, they're doing all this. And you have to realise that you got to do everything else to get there. And some people forget that you're just not going to walk into a boxing gym and you can't do what they're doing, man. You got to work the hard yards to get the honour to be able to do that,
Yeah.
So, yeah, of course I want to be. I want to be that guy that they look up to. I want to show people how good I am.
Yeah.
I want to be the guy sitting on in front of the paper that people are talking about.
Yeah.
And why can't I be?
Yeah, that's it.
Right.
And you're doing the hard yards, you're slonging it out at work, balancing that family life, and then, training to set that goal.
Yeah.
To get,
Fully.
To get that middleweight championship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully you could maybe set that up on the coast.
Imagine that, man. Central Coast Stadium or something.
Yeah.
Be like a Jeff Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah,
Central Coast Stadium.
set it high, mate.
Yeah.
Pacquiao that 20,000 stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just thinking of back in the day. And shout out to the old man, old Papa Jenkins, Shane Jenkins. So, when he was messing with us hood rats in Wyong back in the day.
Yeah.
But just the setup, you ran a good operation there with Oasis and with the gym and with a lot of the trainers and stuff that were coming through and the whole setup in general. And it was a good spot for us young fellas to go in and just get amongst that, the discipline of training and the mindset of that.
Yeah.
Not specifically boxing, but just working out in the gym and just what it takes to, just set a path of just general training and just how that helps the body and the mindset and all of that. So, shout out to the old man.
Big Papa Jack.
Yeah, Big Papa Jack. Yeah. But what used to trip me out was seeing Angelo Hyder back in the day, right? Because you'd see him coming in and out of the gym, and like over the years when we were younger, and then a couple of years later, you're watching Danny Green fighting, and it's like, and then you'd see him go to the corner, and you're like, that's bloody Hyder up there. He's main trainer, cornerman. But like, do you hear from that bloke?
Yeah, I
or?
used to talk to him all the time.
Yep.
Oh, he's a big, massive part of my life growing up.
Yeah.
Probably when I got into boxing, really, if it wasn't for him pushing forward or inspiring me for. So, of course, still talk. Congratulations on everything you've done, I reckon.
Yeah, to get to that spot to, just being able to corner someone like Danny Green in some of those big, hard situations. And, because especially in those big fights, and because you'd get it from your trainer, like just say when you're going back to the corner and just what's your trainer giving to you?
Oh, he's pretty relaxed in the corner, which is good for me because I get a little bit hyped up. So, it just, calms you down, reminds you what you're there for, and then tells you, you're not cutting the ring off. Let's start cutting the ring off. Just breaking the fight down from the outside.
Yeah, and just really getting that quickly in to get you sort of in ease, so to prep for the next round and just I got this sort of thing.
Trains me, so he knows what I can do, what I can't do, what will work. So and he's pretty experienced. He's had his fair share of corners, I reckon.
Yeah. Righto. So, apart from throwing leather, apart from all the training and working and everything else, and when you're not in fight camp, spending time with the family and stuff like that, what do you do in your downtime when you're just relaxing and? or any
You know
other
what?
sort of
Great.
hobbies and stuff like
I
that?
used to go fishing all the time, but now it just gets to the stage where I'm so busy when I am busy that when I got downtime, I just go and kick back with the family. I go catch up with the boys and have a few tinnies. I don't really do too much of that these days.
Yeah.
But yeah, just a real wind down. Just do normal things like when I go to work, taking sangers to work or something, you know, just the little things.
Yeah, yeah.
Just cruising, taking the kids out and taking the kids to sports, or just even sometimes like, because you don't get to put your kids to bed.
Yeah.
Like, even just if you're doing nothing, just enjoying the time to being able to take them to bed, or
Just those
the
little things.
man. Like little girls do dance and just be able to rock up if there's no work on and pick them up to watch them dance for the last 5 minutes or something, you know, just the little things in life that are just so rewarding when
Yeah.
you're not. Then when you do it all, it makes it like, why am I really doing this, man?
Yeah.
You know?
It's like I'm doing it for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Ah, man, that's solid.
yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, sponsors,
Yes.
shout outs.
Yes.
You know, if it's got to do with your social media or just everybody that's been behind you, your trainers, your sponsors. Throw it out there, brother, who you want to pay your
So,
thanks to.
I've got a few. Probably have to look at my phone and get them all out.
That's it, mate. Take your time.
So, sponsors. First of all, my Facebook, Josh Jenkins, jump on and follow me. My Instagram is Team Jenk the Tank. Jump on and follow me there. All support is always welcome, mate. So,
Yeah.
I've just got a new phone, Briggsy, so
It's all good, brother.
there we go. So first of all, Jones Group, which I'm wearing here right here now. They're probably one of my major sponsors, along with East Coast Window Tinting. Do you know North Wall? They're great people,
Yeah.
top people. Also, I've got Stages Civil. They're a drilling company as well. Pacific Drilling, another drilling company. I've got Nick Jenkins from All Tapped Out Plumbing. What a good guy. You know him as well.
Shout out to Jank. The other Jank.
Yeah, the other Jank. That's one more here. Oh, I remember.
It's all good, brother. I've seen your board. Like, you've got
Yeah, I've got.
the amount of sponsors that you got.
You'd think I'd be loaded.
Yeah.
Definitely not the case.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've got Veltrain. Another guy, Jimmy Vella, big shout out to Jimmy Vella. What an awesome guy. He's helped me even through just when I had an ankle reconstruction, helped me out then too, helped me get me trainer's assessed ticket so I can start training people to be crane drivers instead of me driving the cranes. So big shout out to him. I've got Evoke. He's a concreter as well. Got Empire Constructions. Big shout out to Jazza. He's an awesome guy. I've got Italian Master Concreters. Big Alex, mate, another top person. Central Coast Medical Supplies. They give me all my tape for me training. And
Oh, when you're getting all strapped up,
all
they got you
strapped,
sorted.
Yeah, they got me sorted, mate. I've got CNS Concrete Pumping as well, mate. Yeah, I've got DRP, Big Keg.
Yeah, I've heard of that mob.
Yeah,
Yep.
good guy. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope I haven't forgotten anyone because probably get a chewing. Huru, yeah, all the boys, mate. Everyone, if I've forgotten anyone, I do apologise. There is a couple of them, but yeah, even if some people like give me $50, man, like that's still
Anything, especially when you're going through your fight camp, yeah?
It's huge, mate. So yeah.
Yeah. So, potential sponsors out there.
Give us help me.
Yeah, this bloke's on the rise.
Yeah.
So, August.
End of August, mate. My first fight at middleweight. It's jobs on, bud.
Jobs on.
Jobs on.
And then it just keeps moving up there.
Yes.
Moving up, and hopefully get the Canelos in there.
Why not, bro?
Yeah. But, mate, much appreciated for coming here. I really appreciate it. And, you know, you're nothing but a gentleman.
No, thanks, mate.
Yeah. And, mate, I just hope it just keeps going up and up with the trajectory with your boxing. You know, when you were talking about, you know, what you went through with a young fella and then, you know, you went through that rough patch.
Yeah.
And now you're back on the path.
Yeah.
So it's just onwards and
Thanks,
upwards.
mate. Thanks for having us. I hope the podcast goes well.
Cheers, brother. Much appreciated.
Sweet.
Boom.
Done.
Done, brother. Righto. So you heard the man speak. What a champion. Literally. So, you've seen his details. Any potential sponsors out there, get on board. Like I said, he's on the way up. And also, if you want to get in contact with me through Instagram, it's Street Rolling Cheetah. And email, one word, streetrollingcheetah@gmail.com. Righto, we'll see you on the next one.